Planning is for later when we're successful and it matters.
Well, we just
Planning
started.
is
We just started?
planning is
Yes.
Come to Rogan.
Dude,
We are online.
wonderful. So what now?
I don't know.
Let's
you
do
wanna do-
let's do
Okay.
introductions. Let's do
Let's
some kind of
introduce each person because people aren't going to know who we are.
Yeah, nobody's.
All of us.
Well, no.
where you're from, where you worship, what you do for work, general stuff, maybe.
Do we have to tell them everything?
Just
We're acting like they're not here already.
your name, where you're from, and what you do for work. That's fine.
Okay, Logan, who are you?
I'm Logan Byrd.
It's great.
Yes, you are.
It feels like an AA meeting. Like,
okay.
state your name and where you're from. My name's Logan Byrd.
Uh-huh.
I'm from North Plains, Oregon. I worship at the Hillsboro congregation.
Uh-huh.
I'm 6'2".
No, he's not.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
He's 4 foot 2.
Try half that.
I'm 3'1".
Yeah.
I'm a foreman at a sauna manufacturing company. That's what I do.
Okay.
Josh?
Hi, Logan.
Thank you.
Hi.
My name is Josh. I'm a heavy equipment operator. Work in construction, basically everything you see on the job site except for cranes. I live in Oakdale. I worship in Oakdale, here in Oakdale, California. I'm 5'10", which is significantly more than Logan.
It is.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think you just moved dirt around.
Well,
yeah, that's what I thought you did.
That's most of what I do with the equipment, but my technical job is operator, heavy equipment operator. Most of the stuff I do is with dirt.
Yeah, whenever I worked at the gas station, I was a classified gas pump engineer.
See, it just sounds better when you say it like that.
It does sound better. It really does.
In all honesty, I play with big tractors and move dirt. It's fun.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm
Hi,
Jacob.
Josh.
Jacob Lee. I work at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think you all know what goes on inside of McDonald's.
No, tell us.
A lot of Mexicans.
Well, at mine, yeah. It's just
in the McDonald's.
They're all Mexicans.
Yeah.
I'm the one white dude there at all times.
Yep.
That's weird because I would not guess that there's that's because when I did come to church up there, you guys told me there was a large Mexican population. But from the area, I would not guess that there's a large Mexican population there.
Like, I'm just saying.
We were talking about our area.
Yeah. I'm not even kidding when I say this. Jacob works at McDonald's, and he's like one of the only white dudes there. We had a Taco Bell put in.
Well, there's
far away, and there's more white people that work there.
100%. There's like white girls,
and it's
there.
Crazy. And guess what? The Taco Bell isn't always as good.
Oh, it's a hit or miss Taco Bell.
It really
is. I remember because you said there's only one other white guy at your job, and he constantly messes up your name. Oh, so now you're the only white guy.
I think literally I'm the only white guy that actually works my shifts. So.
Wow. The last bastion of the Caucasian workforce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I could call ICE and I'd work for nobody.
I don't think they're not. I don't think every Mexican is. I don't think that's how that works.
Well,
there's definitely some of them. There's definitely a few of them that.
Well,
probably them or their family.
I was about to say we live in California. It's to be expected, but you guys live in Oregon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but California is right there. I mean, they already crossed one border. What's another?
Yeah. The whole West Coast, pretty well populated.
Yeah.
Man, I got a guy from Ecuador. Pretty sure that he's not legal, Best worker.
I don't know if I've ever met anyone from Ecuador.
I've met a
Although
guy.
I never really like think to ask what part of like Mexico or Central America are you from?
Well, you can. It's if you
There's a
get.
guy that I work with that I thought was Mexican, but he was actually Guatemalan.
That's what I
Yeah.
mean. Like it's. I feel like unless you know the like, unless you know Spanish, like Mexican Spanish.
Yeah, we're just
I feel like
dumb white people that say, "Oh, you're different color. You're probably from Mexico."
yeah.
Well,
I mean, like it's especially in the language. It's the languages are also similar sounding if you don't speak them.
Yeah, so
It's
if
hard to
they
tell.
have the same accents when they're speaking English.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I worked with an old guy named Gilberto, and he was from
Oh.
Mexico, and he had a different accent than the guy from Ecuador does, and so that's how it's like he's not Hispanic, or he is Hispanic, but he's not Mexican. And we were working one day, and Micaiah, one of my younger guys that I had hired, looked him straight in the face, and it's like his second day on the job, and goes, "What kind of Hispanic are you?" Just straight to his face. And
At least he's forward. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
seem like it. You could say that and not be rude. You could have said that like
Well-
genuine. It would have been fine.
well, Kleber is the Ecuador guy's name. He looked at me like kind of stunned, and me and my other dude looked at each other, looked at Micaiah, and goes, "What? What did I say?" And he's like, "Maybe like, where are you from is a better question to ask."
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it was it's like, wow, that was blunt.
Do you think they have like how America's really big. So like
Yeah.
how we have the
Really?
South and South is like a completely different culture. Do you think Mexicans have that with their southern border countries?
Yes, they do.
Like
I have.
that's where like the country
have, like,
Mexicans are.
different regions,
Well-
but if somebody outside of America told them to like do an American accent, they usually do like Southern.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah,
I
they
think
just
that's
think of
because
like Southern, like deep Southern.
I think that's because most other nations, like especially in Europe, have a deep obsession with Southern American culture and cowboy culture.
Well, it's
Well,
because
it would be like somebody from Florida or something, like Southern or like Florida, like where they're just like stupid.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know what
I'm not
Florida
saying-
accent.
Saying people from Florida are stupid.
That's what you said, though. What do you mean?
But I mean, that's the Florida man's the joke.
I don't.
Well-
Yeah, is there a Floridian accent? I don't think that's a thing. I know there's like
Is it?
Creole and Cajun.
I'm pretty sure
Cajun, that's
that's
what I was thinking of.
yeah.
But that's
That's like-
Louisiana.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, there's gonna be some of that in Florida, but I don't know if there's
Yeah.
any accent to Florida.
no. Well,
Oh.
there is. There's multiple memes that the Floridian accent, you can get it by just doing meth.
Oh, I see.
It's
We have that in
just what-
California too. Strangely enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
we have a bunch of
There's yeah.
Floridians up
Yes,
there.
a lot of Floridians in California. It's strange.
But back to you were saying people not from America do like the Southern accent, right? And
Yeah.
why they always do that? Well, if you think about it real deeply, Southern people, you do an accent of a Southern guy, it's like, "Come take our guns, we'll fight for America."
Yeah,
America
it's very
first.
stereotypical
And
America.
I would, well, that's good America. If you think about it, that's good America. You don't want them to do like an accent from Seattle, Washington, like, "I'm a guy, but I identify as a woman." We don't. If they impersonate Southern
Yeah.
people, I think we should be happy with that.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I mean, I wasn't complaining about it.
I wasn't, but I'm like, there's a deeper meaning to this.
Yeah, maybe like it's a good thing. I agree.
I love how we
I
start this
agree.
and we instantly talk about race.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how it got there instantly, but it doesn't look great. I
Well,
imagine.
we working at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
We didn't say anything
Yes.
racist. I'm thinking about
I didn't say anything.
There's a long pause. Yeah. No, none of us said
Right.
anything racist.
We did do
Josh.
some minor preparation for the first
Well,
episode.
do we want to
We-
ask the questions? Do we want to ask only your questions, Josh, or do you want to ask Luke's questions?
I think. Oh,
Luke's
wait,
not involved. Luke's not
didn't-
involved.
well, no,
Well, he
I
can
didn't
ask
realize.
questions. Anybody can
I
ask.
didn't realize
This
it
is
was
a dis-
only me.
I thought
Also,
I thought it was questions like individually that we wanted to ask. I didn't know that we could look at other people's questions.
Well,
No, we can look at-
The idea is that we hid them so that you can't think about the answer, so that you have to answer on the spot. You can't
for
think about
people
what you
who
say.
don't know, that we have a Discord with a channel where you can ask questions if you want.
Yeah,
That's what
and
we're talking about.
the ones that we have approved to go into the episodes, we've put in a channel where we have them hidden, so we can't see them until we click on them. So that way we can't, like, we ask the question and this is the first time we're going to hear it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I'm getting that now. I got another question before we get to the juicy questions.
Well, this
All
one
right.
might be
I got
better.
a question. I'm raising my hand.
I'm scared.
Yes,
You in the
Logan.
back,
No,
Logan.
I'm just kind of. What did you say? You in the back?
You
I'm
in the back there,
front.
Logan.
I'm the shortest. You wouldn't be able to
Oh,
see my
oh.
hand if I was in the back of the classroom.
Sorry, you were so small I thought you were farther away.
Yeah.
It was just my depth perception. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. You're so short that I have bad eyesight.
I thought you were farther back and just small for that reason.
I was
I
like,
didn't-
am I just not getting this joke? What is going on here? I'd be further back.
Yes.
Okay,
Logan,
what was your question?
The short man in the front. You.
Yes, I'm a man.
What?
He said short man. He didn't call me a boy.
You
Anyways, so is
you
this like? Is
celebrated
this?
being a man.
I did. I'm happy.
Okay.
Let me ask the question.
Ask the question.
What's the question?
I'm trying. You guys are laughing at me. Okay.
Yes.
Josh,
Ask the question. He's just laughing.
Ask the question.
okay. Okay. So
This
is this like?
ridiculous.
I know it's hilarious. This
What's
is
the question?
Jacob, shut up! Shut up! You keep interrupting him. Shut up. Logan, ask the question, please.
Yes. Okay. So we're gonna have guests on the podcast. Is it like us three? Are we the main? Like we're gonna be on every episode, or are we gonna like switch off with other
That's
people?
kind of the idea so far, is that
Yeah.
we're like the three hosts and we'll have people on occasionally. If one of us misses an
Gotcha.
episode but we have a guest, it's not a huge deal.
That's what I'm thinking. Is like especially if we miss, if you get
miss
two
an
people
episode-
that.
With a guess, that's fine.
Yeah. Well, my thing is like if you know two people that are really good together, have really great conversations, and one of us is gone, get those two people on as well. So it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
you would still have four, but you could do like a special with two guests.
Plus,
We could.
this is the first episode. We really don't have any rules yet
Yeah.
at all. So it's like
We're
pretty
just
much
kinda-
anything anybody wants us to do, there's a decent chance it'll happen if you just say it to one of us. Because it's just
Well, I
basically
have-
for us to come here and do whatever.
I have an Instagram for this podcast, and I have the Discord, and we have the Discord. So
Are we gonna post shorts?
What's that? What's that Instagram for the faithful listeners here?
it is at the Wisdom
The
Vacuum.
faithful listeners. I'm listening to you, Josh. I'm a faithful listener.
The
was it,
Wisdom
Jacob?
Vacuum on Instagram.
For the first 10 minutes that this airs, we'll be following everybody back who follows our Instagram.
Where is this
No,
getting? Is this
I
getting
didn't say
posted to Spotify?
I did. Jacob, get to it.
My
Don't listen
plan
to the short
is
one.
this is going to go to Spotify and YouTube
Okay, what's the Spotify
Nice.
then? And YouTube
at the Wisdom Vacuum.
on both Spotify and YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet.
Jacob, I like
What?
how me and Josh,
Yes.
who
What's your
are,
names?
co-hosts, followed the Wisdom Vacuum, but the only person that Wisdom Vacuum follows is you.
Nobody else doesn't need
I
to
was just
follow.
looking at that, and I'm like, cool, we got 4 followers. Looked at that, and I'm like,
I didn't think
I'm
about
like-
that at all.
I was like, who did Jacob follow? Who did we follow back? And it's just Jacob.
Does following a person on Instagram? Oh wait, no, Instagram. I was thinking Spotify in my head. Never mind. Disregard. Anyways, do we want to do the questions, or do we have other material?
No,
Yep.
that's all I had was questions.
Okay. So far, it looks like only me and Luke Goad have posted questions.
Well, yeah,
Suggestions.
duh.
So I don't remember. I might have posted questions that someone else came up with. I don't know if I came up with all these questions. I have forgotten every single one of them, and that's probably for the best.
Well, the one I definitely did want to do. Oh, well, hold on. You finish.
Definitely did want to do, or definitely didn't?
No, did.
Oh.
I thought you said didn't. I'm like, who's writing nasty questions?
There's one I definitely did want to do. It was your first one, but
do you want to do that one?
Yeah, I think so.
Might remember. I think I might remember.
You're just asking other people in the other.
Don't.
Shit.
It's fine.
Wait, are we just in a cycle?
This is on OBS. They can hear that notification that I just got.
Don't worry about it.
He's asking people in the other Discord channel.
In case they have any last minute questions that they want to go in,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have 6
want to do
questions.
the first question?
Yeah. The first
Okay,
question. Well, it's your question. What is your strange food, or what is your strange food / snack habit?
This one. Okay, so this one is.
I already know what Josh's is.
Yeah, you know what? I'll go last.
This is just what I wanted to talk about.
I know.
Logan,
I knew that.
Wait.
Yeah.
What do you even have any, Logan?
Like habits, or is it
like?
So is it strictly habits?
What's your weird food thing that you
I know
do?
you do one thing that I will also do. That some people don't like.
So it's. Well, can I at least hear that first? Because
I'm gonna go last.
Yeah, you go.
No, I'm saying what. Do you want to hear what I'm saying?
Well, that we both do, so it's not super weird.
Yeah, it's
and then I'll say my weird one.
Cop out. Weird one. Tell us the weird one.
I will.
Some people think it's weird that we put like ranch or barbecue on pizza.
Yeah, no, that's just amazing.
I feel like that's pretty common.
I know. I thought it was common, but some people have said like that's weird.
It's like, well, if you go to like Mod Pizza, one of the best pizza places,
they offer that to put on your pizza. But I've heard like, that's weird to put barbecue sauce on your pizza.
I have heard some people be like, that's weird to put a ranch on pizza, but I feel like the majority of people have to admit it's good. I don't do it all the time.
And
I do it sometimes.
You go to Mod Pizza, you get a ranch swirl and a barbecue swirl. Oh, it's beautiful.
Ranch swirl.
So you know how like people
it's a swirl of ranch.
Yeah, they just take like a squeeze bottle and do like a little circle, a light circle around the pizza. Like on top of the pizza.
Oh, so they drizzle. Okay, so see, I've never had. Okay, is this the weird thing? Because I've never had ranch on pizza. I always, if I'm having ranch on pizza, I have. It's like I have pizza and then there's ranch, and I put ranch on the side and I dip the pizza in.
Well, I do that too, but this is it's a Mod Pizza thing.
Well, I'll just do that at home. I'll just pour.
Yeah, that's at home, but not. I don't think another restaurant around here would do that.
Yeah. Barbecue sauce on the pizza is pretty normal. That's like a cowboy pizza. That's like a.
But that's cowboy
pizza does that.
Yeah, that's cowboy pizza.
I'll do it for any pizza.
We're talking like Hawaiian. Yeah,
I just won't eat
that on there. Well, I will. I like Hawaiian.
Well, you're wrong.
I'll just pick off the
sorry
that's on a pizza.
No, I'm saying Jacob's wrong. I love Hawaiian pizza.
I know.
Yeah, gang up on him.
Okay, so my favorite pizza. We'll move on to the question, but my favorite pizza is a white sauce pizza with chicken, bacon, and pineapple. It sounds weird, but the local pizza place here makes that pizza for me, and it tastes so good.
Chicken, bacon, ranch.
Tastes pretty good.
It's a chicken, bacon, ranch with pineapple.
Yeah, that's. You know, you could probably get charged less if you just bought like a can of pineapple and put it on your pizza at home.
Also, if you just didn't put it on, it'd probably be less.
No.
Jacob,
We're
it has to be on there.
We're gonna continue to put the pineapple on it.
No.
Yep, I agree with Josh.
Listen, savory and sweet has been a love story since the beginning of time.
I might
Yep.
put this.
If you don't like
I might put
pineapples
this
on
on
pizza,
Instagram.
get over yourself.
Pineapple or no pineapple on pizza.
I
That's what
hope
the
to see
Instagram
what's
said.
coming to you.
I don't know.
Well, I think if people don't like barbecue and ranch swirls on pizza, they're not about to like what I'm about to say.
What are you
But is
about to say?
this part of your?
This
Weird
is
thing?
my crazy. Yeah. So
Do I even? Know
I grew
this?
up. You probably know this. I would assume you do. So I grew up a poor black child, right?
Okay.
And
Okay.
and so ever since that day, my mom would have these turkey hot dogs in the drawer, and we weren't buying beef or ground meat at that time because it was too expensive, but hot dogs were pretty cheap. And so we had nachos or we had chips, like tortilla chips and cheese and things like that. So I would take a hot dog and just slice it up, a couple of them actually, just right out of the refrigerator, and just put them on top of the pile of chips with cheese and put it in the microwave and make hot dog nachos. But then I would take barbecue and ranch and put it on top of the nachos.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it's actually
stranger
it's
the longer you went.
it's pretty bomb, dude. I mean, I do that with onion chicken too, a dish that my mom makes. It smells, I will say, it does not smell delightful.
I bet not.
Like with everything on there. But it is muy bien. I've been doing that ever since I was really young.
Hot dog ranch.
Hot dog barbecue ranch nachos.
Barbecue ranch nachos.
It's not
Yep,
that bad.
No, it sounds. I get it. It sounds a little weird, and it does
like
not
puke
smell
on a
good.
plate.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
Depends on how you look at it.
it also sounds like something I would have done when I was 16 and didn't care about anything. I was like, this is the last stuff I have in the fridge. Toss it in there.
How old are you now, Josh?
I'm 25.
That's almost 10
So
years
you're
ago.
25 and still don't care about anything?
Hey.
Apparently, hold on. This is apparently. Once you get to his answer,
I'm not eating a hot dog ranch nacho barbecue. All right,
Jacob, we're gonna hold on a minute. We're gonna have a poll of some sort, or we take a vote in the podcast to see whose thing was the weirdest. Because
Josh is gonna win.
If it's the one that I think that I know, if it's the one that I think that I know,
it is.
Is it?
Oh,
it starts with an R.
What?
R.
Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm gonna guess it, but I'm not gonna say it over this.
Oh, you're not. Hold on.
I can just tell you right now, you have it wrong. There's no.
I don't know that I do. I don't know that I do.
I mean, unless there's another one that I don't think is weird.
I have not told you about any other one.
Wait, are you guessing mine or Logan's, or Jacob's rather?
Jacob, I just sent you a text. Is that it?
Okay, we're gonna.
What is it? Hold on.
I'll tell you what he said after you say what it is.
Hold on. Are you guessing mine or Jacob's?
No, Logan just sent me a message of what he thought yours was.
What?
That I told him about.
Maybe there's another
Don't
weird
try to guess now. You're just texting me guesses of what it is.
How does Logan know a weird food thing about me?
Yeah,
because I told him. Because it's that insane.
Yeah.
What?
Jacob, was I close?
In the funniest way. Just once Josh says his, I'll say what you said.
So, Jacob, did you say yours?
No, he didn't.
No. I don't really have. Mine are just like it just sounds good. So I'll do it. And I don't think it's weird. Like making nachos with Doritos. That's just normal.
Nope, that's good.
That's fine. It's not like it's just So that's like just something experimental. It's something you do regularly.
Yeah, but it's just, I mean, that doesn't sound like it would be bad, and it's good.
No.
It's just,
No.
it just sounds good and is good.
Nacho cheese chips.
Yeah.
I'll put peanut
They
butter and
belong on
yogurt, but I
nachos.
think that's normal.
That's normal. I do that. Peanut butter yogurt, some oatmeal with some honey on there. Mm-hmm.
I don't really.
Peanut butter yogurt. I have not even ever considered that combination.
Bro, it's so good. You put
Yeah,
peanut
I
butter
use
and yogurt,
vanilla.
some granola, and then some
Yeah.
like berries.
Yep.
It's so good.
Okay, everything in there sounds like it goes with yogurt except for the peanut butter. That's the one that's
No,
throwing me off.
No!
the peanut butter is so good
It's
with
so
it.
good.
How do you
Have you ever
get-
got
how
peanut
do you
butter
get the-
granola?
How do you get the peanut butter to come off of the spoon into the yogurt?
Use your mouth. No. You lay it on top. You put like scoops of it on top, and then you just like take little bits of it off
Yep.
while you're eating the.
Yeah,
Oh.
there's no
Yeah.
mixing it. You control the
You don't.
portions.
Yeah, you don't mix it.
Yeah.
See, so the other thing is, I almost exclusively use
And crunchy peanut butter.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I
Amen.
almost exclusively use extra crunchy peanut butter. So
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know how that would change
Bro,
things.
creamy peanut butter is nasty.
It's not nasty.
Yes.
I don't mind it. I just prefer the crunch.
I have started preferring crunchy peanut butter over
Oh,
smooth.
crunchy peanut
I'll
butter
eat
is so much
smooth,
better.
but crunchy I think is better.
Why would you forsake texture?
Right.
It's just why when you can have
'Cause
crunch and you
I
don't
have
choose
little
crunch, you're
bits
wrong.
of pieces of things that I know it's made out of. It's right there. I know it's made out of peanut butters or I don't know it's made out of peanuts because it's right
Peanut butter. My extra crunchy peanut butter is made out of peanut butters.
So you
Yeah.
don't know what it is
The
unless
peanut butter
there's
is peanut
bits of solid in it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well,
Dude, milk must be really weird for you then.
Yeah. I find bits of cow in
You
mine.
have to combine your
Yeah.
milk with cottage cheese or something so that there's
Well,
chunks.
hold on. Let's segue into what is
No,
your.
no, okay. I didn't
Yeah.
realize
Yeah.
that was
yeah.
all right. Here's mine. And disclaimer: I learned this from my father, who learned it from his father, or something
No, he's
like
ashamed
that.
of it.
Don't make
It's an old-
excuses.
It's an old okay. Saltines
Oh.
and milk. All right. Listen.
Okay. Saltines
Listen,
and
you
milk.
get
That's
you
yours.
get the biggest glass mug you have. You crack open the sleeve of saltines, you put them in the mug, and then you pour milk over the top, and you eat it with the spoon. All right.
Yeah, I was off,
that's
but I
nasty.
remembered it's something weird like that.
Listen, it's not. It sounds bad. You haven't tried it. All right.
Okay.
Listen.
Okay. Now, do you want to know what Logan thought?
What did Logan say? Because I want to know what the other weird thing I
Because
do is.
I've told him no. That is what it was. I've told him this thing that you have, or the saltines and milk.
Saltines and milk.
He couldn't remember it, so he texted me Ritz crackers
Ritz?
in water.
And then what did I say after that?
And then he said Oreos with a question mark.
I couldn't remember.
That's so much worse because
Yeah.
at least with milk there's flavor. With water, you're just making the thing soggy for no
That's
benefit.
the same thing. What do you mean? You're making
It's
saltines soggy
yeah.
in milk.
What do you mean? It's milk. It's flavored.
It's still soggy,
It's got the flavor of milk with it, though.
but why is it a saltine?
Well, you like making your peanut butter soggy with yogurt.
That's not how that works. No, it doesn't.
You're taking a saltine and putting it in milk.
Why are you
You're
making your milk salty?
No. I'm taking a whole sleeve of saltines and putting it with milk.
Why? What?
Dude, you basically
It's not even. I don't think you're not saying it like you dip it. You're saying you put them in.
No. Okay, so
cereal.
it's like you get a mug that can hold like half a sleeve of saltines.
you just had a whole sleeve.
Well, the whole sleeve is an exaggeration.
He'll eat the whole sleeve.
I don't know if I've ever seen a mug that can hold a whole sleeve of
We need to find them.
you get like half a sleeve of saltines, you put them in the mug, and then you press your spoon down through to crack up the saltines just a little bit.
Ew.
You know, just maybe split them in half once so they're not huge. You just jam your spoon down into the cup, into the saltines one time to crack them, and then you pour milk over it, and you eat it, and it's good. It's tasty.
And then you have soggy cracker particles in your milk.
You judge me on my hot dog nachos?
Listen.
Are you serious?
What do you use when you, what do they put it?
You got this, buddy. Take a deep breath. And that's all, folks.
Listen, when you're having a soup at a restaurant, what do they give you to soak up the liquid?
A breadstick.
A napkin?
Crackers, soup crackers for
Yeah, but
liquid.
That's soup. Not milk.
Flavored liquid. You mean like milk?
Milk is no. Milk
is milk.
Listen, I don't know where
You can
this
flavor it with cinnamon and chocolate. That's it.
I don't know where this habit even started. I assume it was like a
strawberry
poor food thing.
It's not a poor.
You
See, you've made this before. It's not a poor food thing because if you're poor, you have the milk and you have the saltines. There is
so you combine them.
No, you don't have to. You're just doing it.
Yeah, but
you can have your saltines and then have your milk separately. There is no need to put them together.
If you put them together, it's tasty and you feel like you made something special.
No.
You made something special, all right.
All right. You know what? Until you've tried it, and you don't judge me until you've actually had it. All right, it's good.
Okay.
I
will get saltines for the next episode, and I will try it.
You know what? You know what we need to do when I come up for the 4th of July meeting. We're gonna get saltines and milk, and we're gonna do a video episode of us trying saltines and milk.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Write that down.
Write that down.
Well, we won't forget it. It's not.
I will.
I definitely will. What do you mean?
What? Then how? Okay, we might have to.
Because of our disease.
Yeah.
We might have to write it down.
Thanks for rethinking that, Josh.
I might have to put that in the calendar with a notification.
All right, next question. That took way longer than I thought it was going to.
Okay, next question. What is the ideal age to die?
Wait, hold. I thought Josh was going to ask the question.
Since when?
Okay. It doesn't matter.
Jacob just said he wanted to ask the first one. It doesn't matter who asks.
I'm just going down the list.
We could take turns. In this case,
3.
I guess Jacob got 2 turns.
That was the next one that Luke had. Question submitted by Luke Goad.
Read it again.
What is the ideal age at which to die?
At which to die. I think 80 is a good time.
Wait, 80?
I think 80 is a good time. Because I feel like at that point, you're well into retirement. You've gotten your fill of the grandpa life. I feel like if you stay fit, you can be happy at 80. But once you hit 85, you're on the downhill. I feel like it's hard. I feel like it's got to be it's diminishing returns after 80. I feel like it also depends what age your grandkids or great grandkids are.
I think
if I was 80 and had grandkids that were like 20, but then great grandkids that were like 8 or 9, right where they're at that age where it would really hurt to have great grandpa die, I wouldn't want to die.
Logan?
But just personally, I think 80.
You think 80 also, Logan?
No. I think I'm going to get some backlash on what I'm going to say. Because
last year. It's been too long.
30.
I don't know, yesterday would have been fine. No, 4.
What?
You've had all your excitement and joy of your life. Die at 4.
No.
You've lived a long, full, fruitful life.
Here it is. If it doesn't hurt anybody, like theoretical scenario. If it doesn't hurt anybody, no. What if I just, you know what I mean? Just went in my sleep. At 4 years old, I just went in my sleep. Yeah. He lived a hard, good life.
Let's set the caveat. You have to live to at least 30.
No. 4 years old. Ready?
No.
Here's the reason why.
He's like, I knew you one better. Never be born.
No. No, I thought of it in a way as like, what age could I get out of doing the most things? It's like,
what are you getting out of being 4? You're not even experiencing things yet.
But Father, I plead being 4.
What age does preschool start? You haven't even
Josh,
started your education.
that's the point.
I don't want it. Whatever age school starts, that's when I want to die.
But I mean, you're like, what can I do the most? You're like, I figured out colors, better die.
Yep.
That's
This is too much. Take me away.
Yeah. Here's the thing, Josh. You're like 80 to 85. Okay. Well, whenever you were born and you were a baby, probably up until the age of 4, somebody else wiped your bottom for you and cleaned you up. You lived the middle of your life without that, and you've already made a full cycle, and now somebody else has to wipe your bottom up after you mess your diaper at 80 years old? No thanks.
My caveat was you can stay fit till 80. You can manage keeping yourself together to 80.
Josh, I love you. You're not staying fit till 80, Bubba.
I might.
It's the only one that would stay fit till 80. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I have saltines and milk.
Okay, whatever.
Okay,
really?
Listen.
Saltines and milk?
I got that from old guys, all right?
That's my point.
You're calling your father old? Bro, your father's not even 40 yet, isn't he?
He got it from an old guy.
It doesn't mean it needs to be passed down.
Well, it did.
This recipe has been passed down for generations.
It's simple. It's
saltines in the milk.
In milk.
Cracker in the milk.
Listen,
I don't know. I'm thinking
4 is a terrible answer. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
There's no point in having lived at all if you die at 4. What have you gained by being alive for 4 years?
I got it. The age of accountability, right? So you don't have to go through all the sinful struggles in life.
All right.
Point number 1. Hold on a minute. Nope. Point number 1.
Also,
point number
this is
2,
just like, why even be born?
Yeah. Well, true. But technically, you would have to still be conceived, right? So might as well live till 4. So at 4, you're about to start school. You don't have to go to school, and you don't have to ever clean yourself up after you use the bathroom.
I don't think you mind that much. I think it's kind of fun at 4.
I'd like to
have somebody else wipe your butt.
I'd like to
when you don't have
questions.
Oh,
bro, right when you don't have to have anybody wipe your butt, and then you want to die. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't want to clean myself up.
At 4?
Yeah. At 5.
Wow.
I think I
started
cleaning myself up at 5.
I'd like to make a motion to ban Logan from questions moving forward.
Yeah. We might have to do
that. Okay. Solid answer.
See, my
50s.
answer is the correct answer whatever age that God wants me to die at. That's the ideal age.
Oh, you cheated. You got that out of the Bible.
Cop-out answer.
You plagiarized that.
It's the correct answer.
That's such a cop-out answer. Give us an age.
Yep.
Fuck.
No, this is all right. We're moving on. This is stupid.
No, but I don't know. It doesn't matter. Actually, I don't know.
I think 80 personally. It's like the hard drop off. You can make it to 80 and still be doing pretty good, but after that, it's gotta be downhill.
Yeah, I don't know. So I've seen some pretty healthy 85-year-olds and some pretty not good-looking 75-year-olds.
Absolutely. I wouldn't mind living past 80, but if I had if I think there's an ideal age to go, I think that's it. It's like, okay, I've done my piece. I could enjoy living longer, but this is a good time. I think that would be 80.
Okay, I'd go with that. That doesn't concern me much.
Yeah.
Because I can't.
Yeah, Josh
I can't
is
really do anything about
Josh
it.
Josh is the best.
Okay.
All right. Moving on.
Next question. The best eating fish species.
That's not the next question.
You skipped one.
I know, because I didn't. Nah. It's not for this. It's not for this episode.
Okay. We'll save it.
The best eating fish species.
So what fish species is best for eating?
It's not what species eats the best.
I don't think that's.
No.
I don't think that was the
don't think
intent.
is what Luke was trying to say.
Yeah.
I think that would be catfish, though, if I'm being honest.
Ooh.
The best fish that eat.
No, the
to
fish
eat,
that
like
eats
that
the best.
tastes the best.
No. Yes.
No,
tastes
no,
the best.
the fish that eats the best.
Yeah.
You wouldn't
Which
choose
fish
a
is the
shark.
best eater?
Yeah, shark.
Yeah. Like,
Whale.
yeah. We got you beat on those.
I don't
Mhm.
think about saltwater fish.
But you just said the name. Fish.
I understand that that's
No,
most of the fish, but I
I think we should go with like what's
You're
the
so
best
discriminatory.
tasting.
listen. I forget about the ocean. All right.
Yeah.
Just
Huh.
just don't see it. Yeah, actually, you've only seen the ocean like twice.
To be fair, that's
I
actually
was about to say
true.
that. Yeah, I think
The best tasting fish, though. I personally am a huge fan of salmon and trout. Those are my favorites.
I like
by far.
salmon. I don't like trout. Why do you like trout? What?
I like salmon and trout. I grew up eating trout, dude. I grew up running
I
around
did
in the
too.
hills,
So I don't like it.
fishing for trout in small creeks up in the mountains, dude. I love that fish, especially German brown. Oh, that's a good fish. That's a good eating trout right there.
There's German browns.
I was about to say they make those.
Yeah, it's a German brown. It's a like a golden brown colored trout with red and black spots. They're really aggressive. They're so tasty.
So I remember them looking, but okay.
German browns are aggressive.
All right.
I also think salmon's the best.
I agree with that. I think trout is a second for me. Salmon's top for sure.
Have you guys ever had crappie?
Yes, I have not had crappie in a lot of years.
Is that a fish?
What do you mean? Is that a fish?
I thought that was a different category.
Hey,
Never mind. I was thinking of crawdad for a second. No. Okay, continue.
Okay.
No, crappie. It's like the big brother to the bluegill. They're panfish.
I know what it is.
Yeah.
I just wasn't.
Yeah.
My brain wasn't turned on.
Does that count as a fish?
Okay.
I think that's a different category.
No.
Yeah, crappie. I used to have crappie a lot when I was a kid, but for some reason I haven't had crappie in years and years. I've completely forgot what it tastes like, but I remember it being good.
It is beautiful.
I don't really have fish that often, so that's probably why salmon's my favorite.
But if I have to say like a fish that I eat consistently, because I don't eat crappie very often, it would probably be
oh yeah. Well, hold on. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, I just remembered it too.
But like the mahi steaks.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I've recently started doing tuna steaks, and I love them.
I'm changing mine. Tuna's the best.
I don't think I would put it above salmon personally. I still like salmon better, but tuna is good.
Or
I'll die of
wahoo?
mercury poisoning.
Is that what it is?
I don't care.
I've been eating which one have I been eating? I think just bluefin steaks.
I like mahi tuna and wahoo. Wahoo's pretty good. Wahoo's expensive though.
I want to go over to the coast and try some like really nice fresh tuna steaks at some point.
Yeah.
So far,
my mom and dad did.
Frozen ones.
Yeah, my mom and dad did, and it was amazing.
I know. I was talking to them about it last time I saw them, and they were saying I need to come over to the coast with them sometime and try some tuna steaks.
Yeah.
But I just need to go over to the coast more in general. I was saying with Jacob, I forget about the ocean a lot of the time because I've only ever been to the ocean twice since I've been like sentient. We went when I was a kid, but I don't really remember any of it. And we went to the ocean. We went to Santa Cruz the October before last. So year before last in October we went. And it was my first time in the ocean, and I had a blast. And then we went again this last October, and I had a blast then too. So I grew up going to the mountains. So I didn't go to the ocean much. Now I get it. I like the ocean too. I like them both.
All right.
Okay.
Do you want to go to the next question?
Sure. That sounds fun.
If you had a daughter, at what age would you allow her to date?
Hmm.
I think the correct answer is 30.
Logan's like 4.
So for
Well, she's gonna die at 4, so
yeah,
3.
yeah,
What?
that's a
That's
terrible
not a good thing
take.
to have on
That's
your
a
digital footprint,
terrible
brother.
take. That's a terrible take. Horrible.
Hey, Jacob, you're the one that edits all this, right?
Edit, yeah. I'll
Yeah.
definitely edit this whole thing.
Yeah, you should.
No, this is getting uploaded raw.
Most likely.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
I always thought 16.
I didn't even. Yeah,
Depends on the
well,
guy.
16's like 16's the basic age.
I was gonna say, yeah, my knee-jerk reaction was to say it depends on the guy. Like if I know the guy, if I know he's a good guy, it doesn't matter. But I'm not gonna let her
depends on
date
your
at
daughter.
12 just because I like the kid.
Yeah, it also depends
So-
on the daughter.
Yeah, I think 16. Honestly, I think 15's a good age to start. Like the idea of
Well,
dating.
Yeah, I think that's when you start experimenting with like
It's
talking to guys
weird
and feeling it out.
Yeah.
because my brother started dating his wife when he was 16 and she was 14.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a little weird.
And she's amazing. So,
Yeah, 14, I mean, 14, that's when you start high school too, which is a big deal. Especially nowadays, the type of stuff that goes on in public school, like the public school body and students is crazy. Like just working my job, anytime I've been working in a town where there's students that have to walk along the route where I'm working, and I see these kids go to school, and I'm like, dude, parents are letting their daughters go to school dressed like that nowadays. That's what kids are going to
Oh,
school
yeah.
dressed like, and I don't even see adults going out in public dressed like the way some of these kids go out.
Yeah,
So it's just, I don't know. That's dating. I'm scared. I'm really excited to be a
Well-
parent one day, but I am scared to death to be a parent at the same time.
no, they're getting homeschooled.
Because yeah, I don't know. Homeschooling's hard to do right, because if you want your child to be socialized well, it's a lot more work.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot better if you're near a congregation that is like has a bunch of people their age.
Yeah, it's definitely
But yeah, like
situational.
the example you're saying is basically was just me, just not socialized
And-
at all until I was like
Hold on, is
16.
Yeah, that was both of us. I mean, we went to meetings, but that was
Yeah.
it. And we had
Yeah.
each other, but that was it.
But some people also just naturally have more social skills. Like I would say you have
Yeah.
more social skills than Jacob does, Logan.
Oh, 100%. I wouldn't talk to anybody at meetings at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like you can take your kids to meetings, but unless they already have some social foundation, they're not going to blend well into the social groups at the meetings, which means they're not going to get better social exposure.
Yeah.
So it's just if you're homeschooling your kids, you have to put a lot of effort into socializing them, not just within the church, but like with just the community as well.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
don't turn your kids loose with whoever just out in the world, but they need to learn to engage with people outside the church as well. You can't just
Yeah,
send
like
them to meetings.
I was like at a rec soccer league.
Yeah,
for a
sports
little
is
bit.
probably a really good way to do that, or taking them to the park constantly when they're really young, so they get to socialize with other kids. Parent like mom groups where they get together and the kids hang out and stuff like that. It's just there's a lot of extra stuff you have to do for homeschooling. I still would love to homeschool my kid. It's just situational. It depends where I am. Like if I'm living off in the country somewhere where we don't really get out much, and I'm not gonna be able, or me or my wife isn't gonna be able to take the kids all the time to go do this and this and that. I'm probably going to lean towards public schooling and just try and really prepare them for what they're going to be exposed to as much as I can. But that just kind of leads up to dating, because it's going to be the same thing with dating, except now blooming adulthood is involved, and you're starting to get into puberty and developing a sexual appetite, and at that age everything's just, it's scary. But I think 15 or 16 is a good year. 14 I could see, just because you're starting high school.
I would say 16, but it also depends on the person.
Yeah.
Like, depends on the person they're going to date and who they are.
If you bring, if my daughter's going to high school and she just brings a guy over and she's like, "This is my boyfriend," I'll be like, "No, you're not. You're not 20, you're not 27 yet, so no." But if it's a kid in the church, and she's 16, I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, you want to go on a date here?"
Also depends on who it is, but
it still depends on who it is. But if it's someone I know and I know they're a good kid, it's a different story.
Okay, we could probably do one more question.
You want to pick a good one, or just go for the next one?
I think the next one's a good one.
Okay.
What is the cutoff year for mainstream country music? Now, what year did country music start?
Hey.
I'm really liking Jacob's answer here.
Once we figure that out.
Listen. Don't. You said this was a good question.
Yeah.
It is, so we can make fun of country music.
Yeah.
Listen.
See, I also saw a very good quote from Avery Osborne on her Instagram one time that said, "Country music makes me want to beat my wife," and I agree with that.
I'm sorry.
So I just won't do that.
Listen to country music or beat your wife.
You know, one can once, if you don't do one, then you don't do the other.
Well,
it's just a solution.
Beware future spouse of Jacob.
No, you don't have to. I'm not listening to country music.
If you're into country tunes, don't play them around the house.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think for country music, once you get past the 2000s, everything sounds way too similar. I think 90s.
It's very pop sounding.
Yeah, I think 90s country was a beautiful era for country music.
It's the most interesting.
Yeah, there was a major boom in country music in the 90s, in the late 90s, and a little bit of the early 2000s. But modern stuff, there's been a resurgence of individual artists coming back with more older country styles. Like, everyone always gets on to me about how I say his name, Tyler Childers or Tyler Childers. I don't know how to say his name correctly, but
not a fan.
Culture Wall, Sam, is it Sam something? I can't remember his name, but
Sam Sulek, yeah. Favorite country artist.
Country artist, yeah, Sam Sulek.
Yep. My favorite country artist.
So there's been a resurgence of country artists that do more classic country, and that's good. I definitely like that. But you go back to the 90s and you have like Toby Keith, Tim McGraw, Alan Jackson, Brooks and Dunn, Diamond Rio, like all the greats of country music were from the 90s. You go back even further and it only gets better, but the 90s are the cutoff. Once you start getting into 2000s, it's not as good.
Yeah, I can see the appeal for some of the music, and that is definitely, I think, the best era, but usually the genre just isn't for me. But I can see why people would like it.
Yeah.
Logan, you used to listen to country music.
What country music?
Because your father would.
My dad doesn't.
And your brother listened to a lot of country music.
Yeah, but my dad doesn't listen to it. I don't like country
a little
music. Yeah, but Jacob, you know I don't like country music.
Yeah, I don't like country music either.
Yeah, I think it could have ended
So whatever
in the
year the
2000s.
country music started, that's
The year
That's
that
the
Taylor
cutoff year.
Swift took over for country music. That's it.
Honestly,
that's
I
also
think
an
that
acceptable answer.
I think that kind of lines up with mine too. I don't know when Taylor Swift started, but I feel like it was sometime around the late 90s, early
Which
2000s.
it really should just be
2000s.
pop.
Well, Taylor Swift's like country music wasn't super pop. It was unique. It wasn't the same
It's
like
pop with an
snap clap
acoustic
track.
guitar.
Yeah, it was. No, some of her early stuff I would definitely say was country. It wasn't super poppy.
We have time for one more.
I think we always have time for one more
We
personally.
always have time for one more.
How long have we been going?
It's almost to an hour.
Perfect. One more.
I don't know. Which of those three do you think, Josh?
Which the one
bottom
that
three. Yeah.
Either the first or the third.
Let's do the third. What is the largest animal you would fight barehanded for $1 million? Bonus 200,000 if it's a predator.
A cat. It's a predator.
What kind of cat? Like just a
House cat.
Just a house
my
cat.
cat Dum Dum.
It says largest animal you would fight. So the largest
Yep,
thing you were
that's
willing
it.
to fight that's a predator is a cat.
For a predator, yep. Kitty cat. I don't like
Also,
to get bit
this
by
question
dogs.
doesn't even make sense because it's not giving you a penalty for not being a big animal.
Yep, but it's a predator, so I get a bonus.
Luke, what's wrong with your question?
No, that's like if you gave me $1 million, I would do lion, but you go to
But
bear.
I wouldn't.
You go to bear, it's going to take more than $1 million.
Like what's your cutoff? So Logan's just a big weenie.
Yeah, he wouldn't.
Yep,
if you go bigger than a house cat, you have to pay him more than $1 million.
I could fight a bald eagle.
Well, okay, 1,200,000. Which honestly, the 200,000 bonus in the face of $1 million doesn't seem worth it to make it a predator.
It does. Predator's not that much more scary.
You can just.
We're talking about size. It's absolutely more scary.
Well, if you think of that's what I'm thinking of is just a bird, like a bald eagle.
I mean, yeah, birds would probably be the easiest. I feel like that's a cop-out answer.
You just grab their legs and then you grab their head and then they can't do anything.
Let's go mammal to keep it interesting.
Coyote.
You wouldn't go bigger than coyote for $1 million?
Well, whether a mammal, predator. I'm trying to get the most money here. A mammal predator. Because I don't know if I could take a wolf.
What? I'm wondering.
Wolves are huge.
Fight barehanded. Is this? I wonder if this is to the death or until one of you gives up and runs away.
An animal is not going to give up and run away.
Brother, black bears are extremely skittish. Black bears are kind of like the coward of bears.
But but bears aren't really a predator, are they?
Bears are absolutely.
They're omnivores.
Yes. You're thinking of carnivore versus herbivore. That's the type of food that they eat.
No, omnivores.
It's an omnivore,
both plant and meat. Yeah.
Yes, but it is still considered a predator because it tracks down things and kills them.
A bear is still a predader.
I guess it eats. It does. It eats fish, but that's not really. Come on.
It eats more than fish.
It eats more than fish. They're opportunistic hunters.
They eat more than fish.
Yeah, so they're big weenies.
Have you not seen the videos of like a bear jumping on the back of a deer and ripping on it?
Or a moose?
Moose
like
is
a
crazy.
grizzly bear just taking down a moose.
I have not seen a video of a grizzly bear taking down a moose. I don't think grizzlies even mess with those. Okay. Those things are crazy.
No, I can take a grizzly bear. Never mind.
You should look that up.
I don't think you could pay me any amount of money to try and barehand fight a moose. I'm surrendering to death if I try and fight a moose. Those things are terrifying.
Well, because they're just so large.
Well, they're huge, but they're for not being a predator, they are unreasonably aggressive.
Yeah.
Moose are very mean, they're
I mean,
very territorial, and they will mess you up.
They actually pronounce meese.
Sorry, moose-eye.
Yeah. Meeson.
Yeah.
Mason.
Many much moosin'.
Mm-hmm. Many mooses.
I think
Did
the
we get to a-
largest animal. I'm gonna say this has to be to the death.
Yeah, I would assume. If there's money on the line, I would assume it'd be to the death.
Trying to think of what has the best size to lethality ratio.
That's right. That's why I stopped at coyote.
Yeah, a coyote's
anything-
too small. I feel like I could take out a coyote way too easily.
A
I
wolf?
have to go bigger.
A wolf, maybe you could take, because usually they fight
That's
in
the
packs.
problem. Is the jump from wolf to coyote
From
is
the coyote
a
to
big
wolf.
jump.
Yeah.
Or coyote to wolf. Yeah, that's a big jump in difficulty.
Because
I feel like
they're just
if it was
coyote,
just
but
one
big.
wolf, I feel like if it was just one wolf, I still could have a chance.
Yeah, because they're used to fight. If they're used to fighting in packs.
Well, also like wolves versus a mountain lion. A wolf versus a mountain lion.
Oh yeah, bro.
Wolf only has teeth, so as long as you can take care of the teeth, you can probably take care of it.
Also, I was thinking of like a crocodile. If you're fighting on land, I could take a crocodile.
No, dude, even on land, crocodiles are, dude.
All they do is spin.
If you get on their back, you might get lucky. It also depends on the size of the crocodile.
I mean, I would say alligator, but those are substantially smaller, aren't they?
Oh, that's what I mean. The size is like you could.
Crocodile's like double the size of alligator or something.
So how big of a crocodile? Because those can range from like 4 feet up to.
Could they be like 12 feet?
Yeah, dude, a 12-foot crocodile is that's a tough.
But they
fight
only have a
even on
mouth.
land. Yeah, but their whole body's on muscle.
Yeah, I mean they can tail whip you. You just don't.
They can roll you. They can roll across the ground faster than you can, like hard enough that you can hang on. I don't think I could be a 12-foot alligator or crocodile. That's a big animal. There's way too much muscle in that thing.
No,
I think
crocodile.
a wolf.
Crocodile, I think I could definitely take. Those are.
I think crocodile's worse.
Yeah, crocodile's definitely worse.
Well, how do
don't
their mouths open differently?
Their mouth is a slightly different shape, but crocodiles on average are larger.
Yeah.
No, but I think the way their mouths open is different.
Maybe. I don't know how much of a difference that makes.
Because one of them is like, it doesn't have the muscles to open it back up, but it can close it really tight.
Oh, and one of them isn't good at opening?
And then what?
Well, I know people hold alligator mouths closed a lot.
Because alligator, I think that's one. Alligators just don't have the muscles to open it back up if you're like pressing down on it. Because they just take tape around the mouth and it's fine.
I think depending on the breed of wolf, as long as it's not one of the massive wolf breeds, I think I could go wolf. Because if you can get it's like just fighting, like, let's say we're talking about fighting a German Shepherd or a Mastiff. That's like an average sized wolf, not one of the big breeds, but an average sized wolf. If you can get behind the head of the dog, the fight is pretty much won. It's just you gotta control the head, and that's all that there is to a dog. Coyote, too easy. Coyote, all you have to do is get a limb, and you can swing a coyote around. They're too small.
Okay.
Wolf, I don't think I could swing a wolf around, so I'd have to go head. I think wolf is the biggest.
Yeah, I can't think of anything similar to that.
Wolf is definitely hard.
I mean, there's like big birds. Like
that's what I was saying.
some
Mammals.
sort of
Birds
eagle.
are too easy because I guarantee you I've seen emus. They're stupid. I could go out and I could snap an emu's neck and be like, I killed the biggest thing.
Ostrich.
Ostrich is the same thing. Emu, just big weird bird.
I don't know. They're kind of scary looking.
Honestly, I think I would have a better chance against an emu than an ostrich, though. I think
Aren't ostriches bigger?
Ostrich, I think, are bigger, and they have, I believe, they have substantially larger diameter legs, and they are really good at kicking people with them. I think they have like really bad talons too.
They're also cowards. They bury their heads in the sand.
I don't know if that's an actual thing.
I think it is. I think that's how they like get cool in the summertime. I thought.
But I don't think that's if that is something they do. I don't think it's something they do it out of fear.
No, not fear, but it's just been a joke about emus. You're not in the emu joke culture.
I know about the emu wars.
Oh yeah,
that's a big thing in emu.
Yeah, they lost.
Culture.
The Australia
no respect
war.
for Australians anymore.
Yeah,
they lost to a big dumb bird.
I think hamster. That's the biggest I'm going.
That's everything we said. Hamster.
You're just gonna drop kick it?
Yeah, I have to. If I can't punt it, it's too big for me.
They always die in weird ways.
Yeah, exactly.
How did your hamster die? My friend beat it to death.
Yeah, see, and it would make for a great story too.
Yeah.
They told me they could
and
feel
you have $1 million.
kicking.
Okay. I think that has to be.
I think that's a good cutoff.
That's a good cutoff for the first episode.
That's a good cutoff.
All right. Well, go check out the YouTube or Spotify, whatever you're not listening to. We have an Instagram. Check out the Discord. Write some questions, and I think we'll see y'all later.